Hey everyone, Tiffany here, and welcome to my quilting life. So, obviously, there is a new angle. Hi Diane. I wanted to be able to do some free motion quilting and you guys be able to see what I'm doing in my workspace. So, me and Scott rigged up the camera on the ceiling fan so that we could do this one. So, yay, I'm back. I wasn't here last week. It's been horrible for me. I'm in an MS attack, and it's not my fault. So my body just kind of does what it does, unfortunately, and it eats me up. Oh, it just eats me up. So anyway, this is obviously a totally different angle, and that's just because I look like crap. So you guys don't need to see my face. It's working great. Oh, the angle that you guys can see me in, that's good. So happy Easter to everybody who celebrates Easter. Today is one of those days I'm just tired of moving around. So I decided that my live would just be me doing some free motion quilting to finally finish this. This is my personal quilt that I have yet to finish, and I am going to do my best to get it finished because it's just been too long. So I decided, we got this book from the library. It's 101 quilting motifs by Quiltmaker magazine. And it has a bunch of stuff in it. And I figured I would see if I can possibly do a couple of these on some of these blocks here. And, in any angle today, because today it's from up there, so you can't move around. There's Maxine saying hi, everyone. So this book has a bunch of things in it, and I don't know if I want to do any like these designs, but I'm definitely going to find something and try it. So it has a bunch of stuff in it. I'm also sick, by the way. But yeah, so I figured I would just like find a design in here and see if I can do it while live. Maxine, you're being said hi to. Oh, look, there's an owl. Speaking of owls, I saw an owl on the fence the other night when I was outside smoking. It was really awesome. She walked out of the room, guys, so I'll tell her when she comes back in, if she comes back in. Here's a cool little feather thing that starts with hearts. Maybe I'll try this. Let's try this. So let's see if you can even see. No, you can't really tell that well. It has these little hearts, and the feather kind of goes off into two different ways. So I'm going to try that. Diane, that's Justin. JC Truckin' is Justin. That is actually my bestest friend. So he decided to tune in to say hi while we were here. All right, let's just choose this one because it's right here. So I have like a bunch of open squares. Hi, Billy. It's just in the nick of time. Yeah, I just started, so you made it just in time. All right. So obviously I have my free motion quilting foot on. I'm hoping you'll be able to see. I know I can see the quilting in the camera on my angle, some of it. I don't think I put my little light blocker in here so you guys can see. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing better and how my hands move and stuff from this angle. So I'm going to find me a center point so I can make some hearts. And I'm just going to kind of free flow this one. And I have my, sometimes words don't come to me right away. My ironing board, the big huge one on the side of me this way to this side over there. So that way it can hold the quilt top up, because you guys know that when you're free motion quilting, it's nice to have a big huge table to hold the quilt top up so that it doesn't pull, tear, snag or on anything. It's nice to just lay flat so you can move it around a lot easier. So let's see, I'm gonna go sideways with this. I guess I'm gonna have to make a spine first, it looks like. I'm trying to like look at the little direction here real quick. So I'm gonna start from one end and work my way to the other, making a little spine. It would help if I dropped that and lifted this up. Obviously my thread tail is low, but we'll fix that. And I'm going to make myself a little spine that's kind of crooked here. I'm coming up, and I'm going to go down, back up, and back down. Coming to this side. Find me some scissors here. I stuck everything under my station here, so hopefully I can get to it. Hi, Sonia. What was good to know, Diane? Sorry, I'm behind. All right. Okay, so see if I can try to keep this as flat as possible while I'm working. I'll have to fill in the whole area afterwards. Keep my scissors to the side. Now what do I want to do? I want to tie it off and come back to the middle so I can start some feather looking things, because it looks like it starts from the middle. Hi, Lacey. Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice for you guys to know who's on. He probably won't come on all the time. He just thought he would come up. We were just talking on chat, so for Easter, so obviously I told him I was going live, so I had to stop chit-chatting so I could do this. All right, so I'm going to come to the center here, and I'm trying, like I said, to follow. I don't know how well you guys can see this. If I can hold it super still. So this design is on two sides, and then it has a heart in the middle on both, you know, so it has a heart that completes, and then it goes up on one side and down on the other, according to this. It's a border design, but I'm just playing with all these designs. This is like my 10th time getting that book from the library so that I can attempt to do some of the stuff in it to learn. Although usually I just go by brain, but right now I'm going by the book. So I'm going to make myself a heart right here on one side, and I'm going to follow it with the feathers all the way one way and then come back to the center and come the other way. I'm going to tie it off and make myself a heart. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the heart on the other side too, just so that it's already done. Let's see, can you even tell what I'm doing? It sucks. I want white thread on this quilt, but I want you guys to be able to see, like you can see some of the quilting. See? You can see it afterwards. At least you can see my my hand movements you're having withdrawal. Yeah, I'm in an MS attack, so last week was like super bad. Like I couldn't even move my legs. I was stuck in bed, and I was like, I told everybody that talks to me on Messenger, I'm just not coming on. And most of you guys know. And then I posted some videos in the group, which is linked below in the description. For those of you who are new, the group below is for everybody to join, and you can see long arming videos, because that's all I've been able to do. Sitting here is kind of, I don't know, it's torture on my legs. Standing isn't as bad this time around, but definitely sitting is more frustrating. All right, so one side is going to be bigger. All right, let's do some feathers. So I'm going to kind of turn this a little so that I can make them come out right here, bump back, and keep going all the way to the end of this. I'm going to come up. I'm going to stop at the tip of my heart. I'm going to come back around on that edge, bumping back till I'm like most of the way around the top of it. So I'm like, if this is the whole feather and the feather stops here and this is the arch part, I'm going to stop when I come into the arch about right here. You get where I'm going? I know you guys can't see because of my my thread being white and all. I'm going to come back up with another one. Follow that back around. And you can go slow or fast, however's most comfortable for you. I haven't free motion quilted in a while, so obviously I'm kind of going a little slow. No, some of those love the colorful quilt that you finished. Yes, I love it too. I like the way the quilting looked on the back. It really came out awesome. And if anybody wants to know what we're talking about, it's in the group. I posted some videos of a quilt that I did on the frame. I have another one loaded, but it was too much work to have to take all this camera equipment out there for me to work out there today. So I just figured I'd finally get some more work done on this. You guys could just watch as I get work done. And like I said, having a big open table is the best thing, guys. Trying to keep, remember this is queen size too, so it's easy to fit. I mean, in the Juki at least, and I could have done this as well inside the Brother. It's just a little bit more this way, you know, and you have less workspace, but it still fits. So I'm going to come down, following the spine. And now I'm going to come on the opposite side. Hopefully, once I hold the thing still when it's done, that you guys will be able to see the quilting. Oh yeah, that's kind of horrible, but whatever. Maybe I'll add some veins to it real quick. I like the veins in mine. And veins are just going up the center, and I kind of arch them with every feather. Adjust myself. This is really killing me today. I didn't think it would be this much. When you say spine, you are talking about the spine of the feather you are making. Yeah. Remember, Justin, when you were here and I showed you on the long arm? So the piece that goes down the center of this, that is the spine of the feather. So everything that is built off of it, all these, the feather plume is what it's called, is built off the spine. You could do separated spines. You could do all sorts of it. Like you could make it however you want. Which actually the picture next to it, this one right here, has a separated spine. So you could actually fill the center of that with circles. Or, I don't know, pebbles is what it's called, pebbling. And when I'm saying that I'm adding veins, that's just a line down the center. All right. So now I'm going to go upside down, making my feathers on the opposite side. Let's see if it stays still. Can't even tell. Oh, that sucks. I wish you guys could see that. Looks okay. It's not perfect, by no means. So I'm doing my feathers, but now I'm upside down. So I'm coming out, backtracking, coming back to it a little bit, making another loop, coming back down to the spine. I'm going to come back up. I'm going to hit that top point in a hoop around to it. You can decorate them. You can do whatever you want with them. I'll make this one go down just a little. Down on that spine. I'm going to make myself a little end piece. Following it back down. And do the other side. Hey, Teresa. Hey, you guys can see my face. It's a different angle, that's for sure. Hi, Tracy. All right, let's do this other side. They said hi to you, Maxine, by the way.
Oh, you can see that good. Look, and you're wearing your gloves.
Is Michelle on?
I told her I was coming on, which is not Teresa's, though.
Teresa and Diane
Hi,
are.
Teresa.
And Diane's
Hi,
on.
Dan.
We got Justin is on.
Justin.
Yeah.
Hi, Teresa.
CJ's dead. Yes, Justin. My bestie is hanging out.
What's
and
up?
he said hi to you. Teresa said hi to Scott. Susan is here.
Is this one Justin?
Yeah, JC Chuckin.
Oh, okay.
And I can't see who else. We got Billy here, I'm pretty sure. She
I
was
don't
up
know
there
that
in the
person.
top person, up in the top more. We got 12 people, it says, so.
Oh, by the way,
Hi, Justin.
someone broke the door at Smith's, by the way. They punched, they forced
All
it
right,
open.
so now I'm going to
glass
put
is
an
all
echo
broken.
around this, only because I want to and I can, to fill in
Did
the
I
rest
security camera?
of
Did I
this
see who
block.
did it?
I
So I'm
have
gonna come out the
clue.
top. And I'm just going to echo each individual feather. About a 1/4 inch away.
CJ's in his room addicted to his phone. He watches YouTube videos on his little cell phone all day long, every day. It has no service, but he can connect to the internet through Wi-Fi. That's all he does. He has his little earbuds in and he listens to that. He doesn't play video games anymore. That's where CJ is. CJ, I think Justin wants to say hi to you.
It's patient, P-A-T-I-E-N-T. Kate says it not that right. Patient.
All right.
Patient.
So I echoed around the whole entire thing, and now I kind of just need to do something to fill the rest of the block in. You have to put your head down, up, under here.
Just say hi. They can hear you.
They can hear you, but you have to. There you go.
Hello.
There's a CJ.
Wait, let's do this with me.
Okay, Maxine's gonna come up and say, "You gotta go further there."
Watch out, there's a scissors in there.
Yeah, and watch out for that cord. If you hit it, you're gonna knock that fan to move.
Don't hit the cord. Move the thingy.
Your younger grandsons loves the YouTube as well. Yeah, all the little ones, they watch all sorts of stuff on YouTube. There's so many things you can watch. I'm gonna do bursts.
Justin is the
out of it.
JC trucking one.
I know, I thought of that.
Okay.
I figured that was him. I was just like,
All right.
Is he one of your followers now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
should
told him
follow
I
him.
was
Wait,
going
I'm
on
following
live.
him, honestly.
All right, so now I'm gonna
You should be one. That
follow
was number 100.
I don't think I'm following him, honestly. I'm not sure yet.
around my block because I've been
Remember that.
actually going around every single block.
Linda says it's great to see you again.
Hi, Linda. Yeah, I'm here. I just, like I said, this MS episode that I'm in right now is quite bad on my legs, but I can stand, and standing is actually better than sitting because sitting makes my hips feel like they're going to explode. Laying makes them feel like it too. When I stand, the muscle spasms are less because I'm putting pressure on my leg, but when I'm sitting, the spasms are like literally constant, and it's absolutely horrible. And then to top it off, I got a cold at the same time, but I'm dealing with that, obviously. That's not as bad as how my legs and my lower half of my body and my spine feel and my brain. Because I'm having trouble like typing. Typing is a thing. It's like I can't get the words from my head to my fingertips to spell. It's weird.
Plus now both our baby girls are sick and they got Tiff sick too.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh. I didn't know. I had to go blow my nose.
By the way, I like I just said, I'm going around every single block. No rulers needed. I'm just following the seam, pulling the quilt as I go. no such thing as perfect with this. I've been outlining every block since I started doing this.
Linda's daughter has MS and she suffers from leg spasms too. She wants to know if you take medication for that.
I do. I take all sorts of stuff, but right now I'm not on anything because I don't want to be. Sometimes it messes with me, but when my leg pain gets super bad, I take gabapentin. When the spasms in the muscle or the twitching, because it's all nerves, the twitching gets so bad that I don't know, I end up kicking people in the head if they're next to me because I end up twitching so much. All right, so I'm going to come right here because I centered this heart in the block.
Justin wants to know when you said you started this piece.
Oh my God, this is like over 3 years ago. Remember, Justin? You probably saw it in the garage. It was hanging next to my motorcycle, and I haven't had that in over 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. We did sell the motorcycle a long time ago.
Before that,
This one's for your bed.
I didn't even have a long arm then.
This one's for your bed.
Yeah, I started this in the beginning, like 4 years ago. And I just been little by little putting stuff in every block.
Because it's so big.
Yeah. It's not that it's so big. So now I'm going to make it shine. So I'm going to follow my echoing, and then I'm just going to radiate some lines out to make it look like it's beams of light. What does that look like? I can't read that far. I don't have my glasses on. And I'm not putting them on because it would make my head hurt more.
Linda's saying yes, her daughter kicks bad and it starts hurting her. She does have medication, and when they start, she takes a pill and it subsides. I can't think of the name of it right
Only
now.
my face pill for my face spasms from having trigeminal neuralgia. That's the only one that when I take the pill, it actually subsides a little.
Diane says this is your experiment quilt.
Yes, my experiment quilt. I do a little bit of all sorts of random stuff on air.
Okay, Justin wants to know, says he can't remember, but his question is, can you tell how much your skill has progressed on that piece from then to now?
Yeah, if you look at some of the stuff on here, it's pretty sloppy. Like, now let's see if I can. Here is me trying. Let's see how well the quilting is going to show. Oh, further down, no, further up. Okay, so see how I outlined the block, just did a square? That was, I don't know, probably 2 years ago of trying to just do straight lines without rulers because I never used rulers in the beginning. So I would only do stuff like that. And then here's some stippling from the beginning. Like, you guys have seen my stippling on quilts now. It's way better. This has, like, jagged edges and totally, like, a disaster. See if I can get it to stay. All right. Does that look good right there? So you can see that some of them are like wiggly wobbly. None of my edges are rounded. Like, I have way rounded edges now. And actually, this piece is probably a years later of stippling right there. And you can see how much more rounded I got after trying. So yeah, you can see the difference in my quilting over time on this. Like, here's not last year, but probably the year before's swirls. See how well you can see that. So that's like the year before swirls. They're not very straight.
He says he can see that. He's seen you do stippling in person. He says you're talented at it.
And then here's more recent. This is last year's. I can tell you that because we did this in a live video. Here's some swirls from last year. Let's see if you can even see it. They're way more rounded. You could tell the difference. They definitely
you are getting a lot better
shaped.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so there's lots of ways to tell that.
Diane says that you've improved just since she's been around.
Yeah. At least with my free motion quilting, it's changed quite a bit. You can tell. So definitely this quilt has 4 years of experimentation on it. All right, let's get these rays done so I can move on to another block. All right.
Stable. Please wait while trying to reconnect. It's saying.
Oh, it's back.
Okay.
Is the green lights both on over there behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's on. Justin says the newer ones look much more pronounced, much bolder look.
Well, you should know, Justin, you have quilts from me. Difference in years.
And he's the most, doesn't he?
I have two.
He just bought, what, 2 at Christmas?
No, Maxine has the most. She has a wall hanging and 2 regular.
I have
Red
that
quilts.
one and then 2 regular ones.
I bet that was the other ones
Just
just.
the most, and Justin has the 3rd most.
Oh.
No, Damon has 2.
Yeah, my mom has 3. Justin has 3. You have 3, and everyone else only has 1.
Oh.
Bobby has 1.
Yeah, and then lots of random people.
I thought
have
Justin
1.
had more than 3. I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. You always use
He's
that.
currently the one who made one.
Justin has a big, huge Bargello. He has the 2nd Bargello I ever made.
Justin, you should join the Facebook group and put a picture of that one on it.
What it still looks like. It's still holding up.
Well, it's a beautiful quilt. It's one of the best ones she's made, I think. I love my quilt personally,
My dad's
but
Bargello kind of topped Justin's Bargello.
Really?
Justin's
I like
has a lot
Justin's.
more work than my dad.
I like Justin's. I remember your dad's, but I like Justin. Linda or Diane wants to know if you'll finally finish the quilt this month. Do you think you'll finally finish it?
This one?
I take it this one.
I hope so. I want it done.
Then Linda has a question. As a new quilter, she was just wondering, why do you free motion on your machine if you have a long arm? Is it because of the size of the quilt?
Okay, so this one I started free motion quilting, and if I was to take it outside and hook it on the frame, when I started free motion quilting this, see, I have no, there's nothing sticking out. Like literally it has shifted so much, see, that the backing is not sticking out. So I can't stick this one on the frame because this one, and finish it, because this one doesn't have anything for me to pin to. I wouldn't have nothing to pin it to the frame. And since I started free motion quilting on it, I'm going to finish free motion quilting. The only things now that I free motion quilt is this quilt and little projects like table runners and wall hangings. Other than that, everything else goes on the frame. Like right now, there's a quilt that's 100 by 111 on the frame that I just loaded last night so that I can quilt it tonight when it cools down a little bit outside.
Plus, Linda, it's kind of a 2-part question because since YouTube changed their things so you can't do lives on all kinds of devices, mobile devices, it's really hard for us to set up everything out there to show you guys her doing it.
That's why you guys see it on, if you're in the group, only group gets to see long arm videos right now, or
So,
anything long arm related.
Join the Facebook group.
Yeah, she's in, there's like 4 Lindas in the Facebook group, so they're all in the Facebook. I can't even say Facebook group. All
And
right.
Diane is talking about the quilt that you made together.
Which one?
She wants to know if you're going to finally finish the quilt this month, the one that you made together. I don't know. It's
Made
question.
together.
She's still confused, Diane.
Do you mean the one that the pattern that I just created? The brown one that I called Fun Friday, which now has a new name called Mocha Dreams. It was named by Mr. Justin himself on right there, you guys. He renamed it for me because that's his next purchase. So he loves my quilts. Just say that.
Everyone loves your
Okay,
quilts.
so
They're
let me know
amazing.
what quilt you're talking about because I have tons of them to finish. Like you guys.
No, the Bargello, she said.
Oh yeah, that one needs borders, and I'm trying to think of where it even is.
She's looking around for it. Krusty says Mocha
This
Dreams
one,
is a
right,
good name.
Diane? My big Bargello. It's sitting here and it's waiting for borders. I couldn't think of what to do with borders yet. I have the pieces cut, but I didn't get very far. I was going to design something super awesome, but yeah, I ended up designing other stuff, and obviously this got put aside. But yes, it will get finished. I guess that'll be the next project to finish. I do have to do my customer's quilt. I'm kind of on a time sensitive matter with that one, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's what
I need
Diane
to
was
start
talking
getting
about.
done. But yeah,
Billy says she was glad to find your Facebook group and she loves the long arm quilting.
Yep.
Krusty said Mocha Dreams is a good name. She likes that.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I got the border fabric came in, so I just need to go get some more of that solid color that I used. That big pile right there. Maxine, can you pick it up? Just the top piece. The border fabric for the one that I just did the tutorial on is this. I got this brown batik for it.
Is that what you got a Tuesday morning?
No, this is the one that I got at on MDG.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be the border for it when I get a chance to throw that on, but I got to go to get some more background fabric.
I gotta go to thing.
Like,
You don't have
Bye,
a month left
everybody.
of school. It's almost
Yeah,
out.
I have to make up this.
Almost out. You're gonna soon be.
Bye.
Bye. You're gonna soon be a junior.
Ooh, I see.
somehow right here.
I'm graduating already, hopefully.
Well, that'll be good. Then
Because of my work credits.
maybe you won't be a
Very
junior.
nice.
Then maybe
That
you'll be a
will
senior.
look great
I
on it.
probably
Yes,
have
it
like
will.
4.
I'm pretty sure I got
classes
plenty of
Yeah.
it to do a pretty thick
So,
white
keep your
border.
work
So
credits. Bye, I love you guys.
Bye. Justin said bye.
Bye, everybody.
Maxine, saying bye.
If Michelle's on
Tuesday
the floor,
morning
say hi.
has yard.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So our Tuesday morning just got, and I just found out because my daughter works there, and I went on a shopping spree 2 days ago, on Friday. Yeah. 2
Yeah,
days ago.
Friday.
Friday, I went on a shopping
Friday.
spree, and I'll have to post a picture to the group for you guys to see. I literally bought like 8 jelly roll. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 jelly rolls, 8 layer cakes or 9 layer cakes, and 4 big 6-inch rolls and a bunch of stuff. I went super shopping because I got Alexa's discount, her employee
40%
discount,
off.
40% off. So I saved like $180.
So she went crazy, and I let her do it. I told her she could
Yeah.
spend, and she did.
Scott let me purchase, but they have matching yardage for the layer cakes, but I couldn't afford it because it's $5.99 for 1 yard for a matching yard to the layer cakes. And I said, no, I just do what I usually do and use solids, because that's what I've been doing this whole time is solids. So, or match whatever I want to it. I don't typically use the matching line fabric. So, all right, enough chit chat. Let's find something else to do. Let's see. I'm just gonna like super scroll through quickly. Like,
Vicky's on now. She says hi.
hi, Vicky. Let's see. I don't know what that is. I don't want to try. That's kind of big. Come on, let's try this flower thing. I'm gonna have to watch the book as I do it. So let's see if I can hold it to where you can see. It's like a sunflower with a leaf. So I'm gonna assume I'm starting in the
Do you want me
middle.
to hold it up closer to the
And
camera?
I'm
It's kind of blurry
Going
from
to
our view, anyway.
swirl it around. So I guess I'm starting here. Swirl it around. Make these funky things, and then when I get to the end over here, I'll come out and make a leaf. So let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna do it right here in this area, so hopefully maybe you guys can see it. And I'm gonna hold it next to me in hopes that the book isn't in my too heavy to be in my area. Let's see if I can do this. All right, so we start
Vicky wants to hold it up higher.
in the middle. I'm kind of looking at to see, making sure that I can do it. So let's see. Nope, the other one. That one.
She wanted me to hold it up higher. I'm seeing if I can see it now. Okay.
Yeah, we have just so that you guys know, I said it in the beginning for all that's joining now, the camera is hooked to the ceiling fan. So that you guys can have the above what it's like angle, because there was nowhere else for me to put it to not get knocked over by the quilt. All right, so let's tie off my thread. I'm going to pull that needle up, and I'm going to trim away this thread very carefully because I don't want it getting stuck in the swirling of the circle. Put that back down, put my needle back down, and I'm going to start swirling. So as you guys can see, I'm going to start in the center. I'm going to swirl out and make these thingies.
You're welcome, Diane.
All right. Let's see if I can do this just by eye. I usually eyeball everything I do anyway. And I have a whole pile of thread stuck to me. All right, let's see.
That's okay, honey. We'll clean you off.
All right, so I'm going to go kind of slow. I'm going to try to go so it's not too big, but not too small. swirl out a couple times, speed up. Holy moly, this swirl is, and then it goes to here. Then I need to make an arch up and come back around. Okay, so up here,
You start making leaves.
come out. Has a point, comes down like a W into another one. And does it touch? Oh yeah, it does touch. Okay. Down to it. Okay, there's one. Turn this a little. And make
Nice,
another
honey, you're
one.
super talented. Just do this by eye.
Yeah, I'm not drawing it on paper first.
I couldn't do that. I would have to follow a pattern.
Come down almost all the way into a W. Up. Point. Speed myself up because I'm kind of going really slow.
Holy cow,
Just
Vicky's
a little.
husband is on 22 pills a day.
Holy moly, Vicky. That's crazy. So he's still having those strokes then, huh?
Yeah.
That sucks. Very sorry.
One
The
small
book,
strokes.
okay, the book is now
Yeah.
stopping me.
Where do you want me to put it? All the way over here on the iron?
Oh, yeah.
Ironing board?
Come up to a point. Come down into an almost W. Up out to another point. Down and touch. And turn again. Because I need the fourth one and then a leaf. How does that leaf go again?
Here, can we move it?
It just
Closer?
looks like a,
Can we move it closer?
what is that leaf called that's around Christmas time?
Poinsettia?
No. The little three leaf that I did on the other customer's quilt, the Christmas one.
Only Christmas leaf I can think of would be a poinsettia or a pine tree, but
No, it's a little, it has a point at the top, comes into 3 points and around.
holly.
A holly leaf, that's the
Teresa got it. Holly.
word. Like I can really think like that, you know? Oops, this one looks horrible. What was I thinking just now?
We were talking about the holly leaf and I threw you off. Well, about the leaf that we couldn't think of.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make my leaf come out up here because I don't like this right here. I don't even think I'm gonna have room for it because this is like totally in the center. I'm gonna make my leaf come up right here on the side, and I'm gonna put 4 leaves. I'll make them come down. Let's see how does that work. So I have the out and out and out and around, out and connect. Obviously, I need to go around this, so I'm just gonna pull the edge.
Teresa says we'll help you think.
Put another leaf on this side just because I can. But I'm gonna do it backwards than it was.
Boy, they're all having anniversaries. Vicky's had anniversaries today. Teresa's anniversary is on Tuesday.
And Diane's was the same day as Vicky's.
Goodness.
Yeah, they're all like at 39 and 40 years. What are you at, Teresa? What's your years, your marriage years number? I'm gonna make a tendril off of this just because I can. Coming to an edge. Come over here and make another leaf just to fill the block in. $38 years. Wow, you guys are just like, that is an 8, right?
Yeah, 38.
You guys are just having it up.
Well, you don't think we'll make it that long, honey? You think we'll be dead before then?
We're already old now. Well, not old. I meant we're older. We got married at an older age.
I know.
So we would be like in our 80s, right? Before we hit 40 years? Or close to that, right?
Yeah,
No.
we'd be close.
We'd be 75-ish.
Yeah, we'd be close to 80. We'd
Yeah,
be in
we'd
our
be close
70s.
We'd be in our 70s.
Vicky's at 49 years.
Alright, that leaf looks prettier. Alright, a little tendril off this guy. And the edge.
Teresa's at 38 years, but they've been together 44. So, oh, Vicky's is 40. Must have been a mistake. 49.
This kind of looks crappy, trying to follow the little thing. We're going to do a leaf off to the side right here.
Well, Leroy and Teresa over there. They've been together since they were in high school. They're on 50-some years. You know? Their anniversary. She was 16 and he was 18.
Okay.
Or 15 and 17. They're 2 years apart, whatever. They've been together since high school.
I'm just going to trim that like that. Let's see if I can even... Nope, you can't even see it. What if I do this? Can't even see it. Nope. Nope.
No, I'd have to hold it up really high.
No, it's horrible, but I put a leaf here, a leaf here, a leaf here, a leaf here, and a tendril here, here, and here.
We'd have to pull the whole thing out and I'd have to hold it up there.
Probably not even going to be seeable on that. You have to open it up.
I'm going to try.
Down further.
It's hard with the camera being where it is.
Nope, you can't
Yeah,
even see
they
the
still
stitching.
can't see it. Still doesn't even look like anything's on it.
Huh. That's why
Sorry,
I get for
guys.
using white thread. All right.
It's on there. It looks cool to me.
Another empty spot and do something different. Remember, every single spot is something different.
Would it show better on the back? Krusty's asking. Let's turn it over. See. Maybe we can see the back.
Probably not, because
I don't know. We can try. Oh, it does come up somewhat. I can see a little bit of the spin, the swirl.
you can see the swirl part right there. It's hard to see the rest of it, even if we come up close.
Lori's on. She says hello, everybody.
Yeah, this is not really that noticeable, but you can see the spiral. And then there's this part with the leaf parts, or petals, I should say.
Yep, Teresa can see the swirl. She says she can
That's
see
all
it.
you can see. Sorry, guys. Hi, Lori. Again, to everybody who's just joining, happy Easter.
Yes, I hope you all had a good one.
Hope everybody got to spend time with family or loved ones or something and had a good dinner or something.
We did an Easter egg hunt with our little daycare girls, our lovely little youngins. They're both sick, but we still had fun.
All right,
They
this
got
one is
Tiff
mostly
sick.
all the way around. So I'm just gonna like wiggle through this one real quick because you guys can't see these dark ones, but I'm trying to fill all these squares and I'm trying to find all the ones that don't have anything in them. So yeah, before I like move from this section up here where there's a lot of empty ones, I'm gonna at least fill this up. So I'm just gonna do a really, really, really wide whatchamacallit, I guess the word, I don't even know what word I'm looking for is.
Why is Diane having a bad day? Nope, not a happy day here, she says. Sorry, Diane.
But let's see if I can do a huge one. Stay. I'll do halfway. I'm going to mentally note the halfway mark right here on my block. Right there. Mentally note that it's right there. Follow it and go back the other way. I'm just doing what I call loop-de-loops. I'm pretty sure there's an actual name to this. I just don't know it. Because, you know me, I don't pay attention to what other people name things. It looks like a ribbon. It just goes a loop around, comes around, around, around. I have no idea. It just goes from one side to the other. You guys seen me do it before. I'm just kind of doing a quick version. Really, really big like. And it's really horrible too. And to the end, where I'm going to turn this whole thing and make my way over here to an empty spot. Okay. So here's the whole shoving the quilt in, as you guys can see from above. Eating peanut butter out of the jar. My husband actually eats peanut butter out of the jar too with pretzels. He takes his pretzel, he dips it into the jar, puts it in his mouth. Takes another pretzel, dips it in, grabs a big ton of peanut butter and puts it in his mouth. Alright, so let's turn this some more so I can get a better angle of a whole block. Yeah, these are gloves from my friend Anna, who I haven't seen her name jump on here yet, unless she is, but one of my subscribers, Anna, sent them to me, Justin. All right, so I'm gonna work on this block right here. See, you can see some of the blocks because there's one right there with swirls in it. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do flowers, little circular flower thing. Let's see. Come around into like a circle. I don't know how well you guys are going to see that. And I'm going to start making petals. And then I'm going to come to another one. Oh yeah, you can see the stitching on this one at least. So I'm going to take myself around to another one the opposite way. It's just like a little filler. I've done it before. Around. I kind of make a half of a circle and then I just make petals. And then I try not to get myself stuck, but it doesn't matter because I can fill this whole section in with little swirly things. Find my way to the edge and come around to the other side. And fill the rest of this in. Can you see? See the flowers? So you can see these at least. So I'm making little flowers and back and forth little things like waves, I guess. Let's get one right in here. See, this is the whole thing about this shoving it into a machine. I try to like use my hand to push it up at the same time out of the way so that I can flatten. I don't know how well you can see, but I'm holding my hand flat under here while the pile is pushed up into the throat. instead of sitting down like this, where you can't get and you end up taking the chance of sewing over, I kind of make like this push out of the way so that my hand can fit, and I just manipulate it out of the way. Okay, so that one's gonna come into itself, backtrack, come right out this way. Almond butter sounds good right now. Every time we're here, guys, we talk about food. Ah! Sorry. Nothing bad. I got some pie I can eat in a minute. And then I'm just going to end with some half circly things. Come to this edge, follow it down. And fill this little corner in with one more flower. A little small one. And there we go. That one's done. So, there you can see. Stay flat. Many little flowers. You see that? Little flowers. There you go. You can see them better this way. There's a flower right there. Flower right there. Little flower right there. All right, now let's fill this block. This block, hopefully you'll be able to see really good. I don't know what to put here, but I'm going to put something. Let's test my swirlies when I don't feel good. Let's do a whole thing of swirlies. And come back out. Come in. Come back out. They're super sloppy. And then echo around the other ones as you make more. So you come out, make a swirl. And then echo around the last swirl to go to a new spot. Add a small one. Down. It's starting to hurt today, sitting here doing this. I don't think I sit high enough for my free motion quilting on this machine. Let's come this way with it. And then I stop here so that I can echo around. Find a new space to start another swirl. Oh, and I ran out of bobbin. Let's do a quick bobbin change. Let's try not to drop them like I did last time. It's not the same color. Why is that up there? It's kind of a little bit harder to do these things with the gloves on. Because, I don't know, it doesn't feel like my fingers are holding it properly. Alright. I'm going to clip that off. So That way that lands in the middle of the quilt. Sucks that I can't turn the fan on because we have the camera hooked to the fan, so I guess I'll have to pony tie my hair back real quick. Alright, let me go drop my needle and pull up my bobbin right here where it ended. Tie it off. Hold it out of the way for a second. Cut that thread, or if I just put the scissors. It's always best to bring the threads to the top so you don't have to go underneath later and pick them all. Just, I don't know, it seems more logical to do it from the top side than have to clip everything from the back side later. All right, I'm going to echo through all this real quick, fill it in. Follow that edge. Put another little swirly right here. Big swirly right here. Fill this whole area in with echoing. Follow my line. Come around here and fill this little area in with echoing. And fill in. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Bring my top to the bottom to the top. And I'm killing myself here with this, so I'm thinking I'm gonna stop because there's no way I'm gonna finish this right now feeling like I do. Let's see how many blocks I have left to do in this thing. All right, so here's my big swirls. You see those? Nice big swirls. Oh, it's so hard to hold this to see. There we go. Big swirls, guys. And see, using echoing fills all this in. So the more you echo, the more it just makes it look like they're super big.
Does bringing them to the top ruin the look at all? That is the side you see most anyways?
No, because you're trimming the thread, and most of the time, if you even wiggle your finger, the thread will actually bury itself back in. That's why I bring it to the bottom thread to the top every time. That way it's on the top and I don't have to go every time and cut from the bottom, because then you end up with a bunch of knots on the bottom, and I don't think you want to have to go and try to pick the knots from the bottom of a quilt, as well as trying to find any imperfections on the top. Oh, here's another block that's not done. I guess I can do these two. Let's see. We have 1, 2 here. Oh, here's a whole line of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like I have like 8 blocks left to do in this thing.
Justin says that does make a lot of sense.
And look at this. Only pins so far that I've seen in this whole entire thing. I haven't seen any pins this whole time. So, just a little bit left to do on this thing, and maybe I'll find something. Here you can see I did some ruler work. I mean, I've tried everything in here. So I tried. Oh, you can't even see it. There's
Okay.
there's like a ruler work
Okay.
star thing that I tried and clamshells and stuff.
You gave it a shot,
But
CJ.
you can see I did lines, but in the lines there's little flowers off of each piece. There's a little flower and they alternate in every line. And there's a lot of stuff in here on this. A lot of creativity gone into this thing. Just in the quilting. Yeah, I'm not trying to push myself, especially since I want to get some stuff done on the quilt outside. So here, what we're going to do is I'm going to take the camera down so that you guys can say hi regularly. And hopefully, here, Scott, will you grab that down carefully and just face it to me.
The camera?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
pinch the little hook thing.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Scott's going to take the camera down. So it's going to wiggle and wobble, guys. It goes up over the blade. And then just go put it up over there.
On top of the TV like you normally do?
Yeah, the other one's on top of the TV already. You gotta turn it around for that. Turn the whole.
Oh, whole thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Just leave it. I'll come over this way.
No, I can move the camera.
So here's the other one that I just
Ooh,
did.
there's a hot mama in there.
For those of you who have not seen it or been to the group,
Doing it
here's
down
the
more,
one
is that good?
this was hanging on the wall when I first started my room, if you guys remember. I did this in a video tutorial long time ago.
They're all telling you to don't overdo it and to stop before you
Yeah, that's why I'm stopping.
don't keep pushing yourself.
But this is the one that I've seen on the gingham makes it, hard to see with the eyes, but when you look in person, you can see that I outlined every single block, making it kind of look like not a hexagon. What's the next up? It's more than 5 sides. I don't know, but that's it. In the back, I don't know what about it, but that quilting, let's see if I can hold it right there. The quilting on the back from quilting those little dot to dot.
Do you want me to bring it in closer?
It looks so
I
amazing.
can bring it in closer to the camera. Here, I can bring it in up here. Show them. They can hopefully see. It clears up here.
Yeah, like an octagon. That's right, Teresa. It's what it looks like going around the block. From my angle, other than the camera that you guys see, it looks freaking awesome.
There. Look pretty good right there.
Yeah, they can see. So yeah, I think it turned out perfectly fine. And I have a lot more gingham. More than I had back then. I have not only a full basket of it, but I have like a whole another box of it out in the garage. So I have a lot to work with.
Crop circles, Justin says.
Yeah, little crop circles.
That's good.
But I
I don't know who
definitely,
says that.
I definitely got my what they call ribbon candy down. Like I'm definitely getting to the point where now I could finally do it and match each dot with each intersection. So I would go around and then make another loop for the other side. Like I literally have my intersections pretty much touching now every time. So I definitely perfected that on the long arm. That one and that whole back and forth squiggly thing that looks like ribbon also. That one is my other thing that I have a problem with. That one I need to practice more too. So, but it was really hard to, I don't know if you guys saw, but it was really hard to go from these little points. Because look, this is just the size of my finger. These are very small little pieces. So I literally went from this little point to this little point to this little point on the long arm. So, and there's 16 blocks here. So it was a challenge.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yes. Definitely a lot of work. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Sew Sunday. It's not, usually I don't sit to free motion quilt, but
And you all
There's not
have a
really
happy
much
Easter.
that I can do that I want to do right now, honestly. Like I loaded the frame last night and I was just like, meh. I couldn't think of what to do on it, and I walked away, and I kind of think I know what I want, but I might go to it and like draw my finger on it, say yes or no if I think it's going to look good. Sometimes I end up with block. I wanted to do something originally on it with leaves, but I don't want to now. So I changed my mind.
Teresa's sending me a picture of her frog saluting me on Facebook. Okay.
All right, so as soon as I get to the one on the long arm, it's actually the pattern Daybreak Cozy
Diane
Quilt
says they look
Designs.
like elves.
Cool. The Cozy Quilt Designs Daybreak, except I renamed it Christmas or Holiday Break because it's made with all holiday fabrics. It's a holiday line, so yeah. So I'll get to quilting that as soon as I can, and I'll make some videos. So bye, Justin. Bye, Teresa. Bye, Lori. Bye, Diane. Bye. I don't know who else is here. We got 12 of you. All those are the names I see right there.
Say bye, everyone.
I'm gonna say
bye,
bye.
everyone. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. Let's see. We got Teresa, Diane, Justin.
Christy.
We got Lacey. That's Lacey.
Okay.
I remembered it on my own. So
Lori, Vicky.
Lori and Vicky, and that's it. So at least all those for the things.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. She was probably watching in the background, not even talking. All right, guys. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.